Need you to come back home. And if you can make a phone call just to let us know that you're there, that you're safe or whatever, we will make the way for you to come back.
That was Tiffany Tehan's mom just hours before her daughter was found alive and soaking up the sun in South Beach. Tiffany was 1,000 miles from home with another guy. What would possess a wife and mom to run away, leaving her family to believe she'd possibly been abducted? Question. Shannon, Louisiana, your question or thought?
Thanks for taking my call. I just wondered if it might have been considered that this might be a new mom suffering from postpartum depression.
What do you think, Dr. Dale? The child's only 1 year old.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, obviously this had to be well planned out for her to go down there and take a lot of forethought with the flat tire on the car, where they were going in Miami. The boyfriend had to structure it all with his side, so I don't buy that at all.
Tiffany told her family she wants to come home. Her parents and husband say they're ready and willing to welcome her back. Listen to this.
I spoke with her last night. She is fine. She's doing well. Beyond that, I suppose I'd prefer not to elaborate.
Do you forgive her?
Absolutely.
Why
Absolutely.
do you find it so easy to forgive, given everything that's happened?
I don't know. It's supernatural.
So, John Lusich, apparently she's not going to face any federal charges. We don't know yet about state charges, but what about restitution, like Balloon Boy's family?
Anything?
Well, you know, that's the one thing I hope they don't lump on this family, because if they do, it's going to hurt the husband, who seems to be very, very forgiving and wants to put this behind him, and it's going to hurt the child. These are probably a family like everybody else who's struggling in America, and while I would like to see this woman charged criminally, I don't want to see the rest of her family have to suffer through a financial burden.
Holly, what do we know about the dude in this case, the guy in the red shirt who's her apparent boyfriend?
Well, as far as Tiffany's family knows, they've never seen the guy. They don't know who he is or what his connection may be to Tiffany's. Witnesses said that they did see the two of them at that convenience store that we saw in the surveillance video there multiple times in the months leading up to the time that they disappeared. Now, as far as neighbors, I talked to neighbors in his neighborhood. They tell me that he and his wife pretty much kept to himself. He was known for complaining about noise in the neighborhood and that sort of thing, but otherwise a pretty quiet guy. No criminal background, nothing that we could find.
Didn't she work near this convenience store and he lived near this convenience store? I've heard of hooking up at like a TGIF Fridays, but at a convenience store? Holly.
That's right. She worked just down the block, and it was within walking distance. And from what witnesses have said, they met there for coffee. I don't know if this was before work or after or during, but they met for coffee quite often, almost daily in the months leading up to their disappearance.
Wow. Dr. Dale, 10 seconds. Infidelity is a theme in our show tonight.
Yeah, I think that it's a message to all of America that there are cameras everywhere. Be careful where you go if you are cheating.
And if you don't want to be with somebody, call a divorce lawyer or go to a peaceful mediator. Thanks to my fabulous panel for joining me tonight. Tomorrow night, I will...
You know, in America, if you want to just say, the hell with it, I'm leaving, you have the right to leave. Morally, yeah, you should let somebody know, but you have a right to leave. Just plain have a right to leave.